Well, hello everybody, and today, welcome to my educational video. Today I'm going to teach you stuff. I'm going to teach you how to be a great eBay seller. Now, taking advice from me is worthy of something you should do because I've been selling on eBay for 3.5 months, and I am here to tell you how to do it properly. All right, let's get started with my first what do you call that, man? What do you call that? Oh, tip. Give you my first tip on how to be a successful reseller on eBay. First off, first thing you need to do is
the price goes down. That's the only thing that happens. Once upon a time, when I was a kid, I'm dating myself here. If you went over your friend,
oh my God, he's dating himself. How do you do that? Is that even legal? I guess in some of the southern states it is. Wow, kind of like dating your family members. Dating yourself. I guess I've dated myself a few times, if you know what I mean. Ugh! Alright, let's get back to the eBay tips of the week. Tip number one I'm going to give you is
more money because they're throwing up sheer brute force volume of listing.
okay, my first tip is if you list a bunch of brute force shipping, what did he say? If you list a lot of items, you'll make more money. Yay! Tip number one. Okay, we're going to head to tip number two now. Tip number two is going to be let me see. Here, let's go.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back. But we try not to swear, so I'll send a message and say,
Tip number two. Try not to swear when you're selling on eBay. Customers do not like it when you swear at them. You be nice to them. The customer is always right, except when they're wrong. Do not swear at your customers. Tip number two. All right. Tip number three on eBay. How to be a great seller on eBay. Tip number three.
the other thing with shipping we got to think about, and you got to remember this, is eBay is going to take a fee off of the shipping.
Tip number three, make sure you price your items right because eBay takes fees. They take a lot of fees. They take fees off your item. They take fees off the tax of your item. They take They take fees off the shipping of your item. eBay has got a new nickname. Not a new nickname, but it has a nickname that's been spewed over the centuries. Okay, decades. And that is Feebay. Feebay. eBay likes fees so much they are now called Feebay. Tip number three. Tip number four. Tip number four in being a great seller on eBay.
Good morning, everyone. Other thing you must have, and you're going to want to have that before you actually list your items, packing supplies. And the reason I'm not...
Tip number four, make sure you have enough packing supplies if you're going to sell on eBay. There's nothing like selling an item and what am I going to put this in? Then you're just left like, what the hell? You don't know where to go, what to do, and you sell a teddy bear and you just slap the label on the teddy bear? No, that won't work. You need to put that teddy bear into something, then slap that label on. Tip number four. Tip number five for selling on eBay and being a great eBay seller.
Hi guys. We know that, say, eBay will take probably $3 out of it. So
okay, we already talked about fees. Let me find another tip for you. The next tip is,
as we're heading over to the computer to do some research for your niche.
Research. Always make sure you're doing research because there's nothing like a stagnant eBay seller. Always be learning something new. Always be learning something new. So always do your research. All right, tip number 12. Tip number 12 in the best way to sell on eBay today is
whatnot will be fine.
It's okay to sell on eBay because whatnot will be fine. So never forget that selling on eBay is okay. And whatnot, and even Poshmark, and even Macari, they'll be fine until they're not fine and they go out of business. Because a lot of places do go out of business. All right. Tip number 27 on my tips of
Hello,
how to be a better
everybody.
eBay seller
How
is
much money I could make, or that it was starting a business. I just saw the money that I was gonna have to tie up, and
make sure you see the money that you're going to tie up. Because if you don't see the money that you're going to tie up, then that's called debt. Okay? Now, there's nothing wrong with debt if you know what you're doing, because it's always better to use somebody else's money than to use your own. So don't be afraid of the debt, but make sure you can see the money so that the debt money is not debt, and that would be the money you pay yourself. Yes. Tip number 32 on how to be a better eBay seller is
welcome back.
oh, we were following his model of $39. You know,
always. No, that's not a good one. Let me try again.
But that gets to a point where it's very grind mode. Yeah, I'm listing 30 items a day, 50 items a day. I got to get the items, got to get them listed, got to take the photos, got to wash them.
Always be in grind mode. See, it's very hard to do a work that you don't enjoy doing. So to enjoy the work you're doing, to be in grind mode, you must always enjoy the work you're doing. So that is my next tip. Enjoy what you're doing, because at least you're not working for the man. And you know what I'd say about the man. The man sucks. All right. Don't work for the man. You become the man, but you become a better man than the man. And when I say man, I don't just mean man. That man could include, it's not exclusive to man. It could be woman, because see, man is in woman also. So to be the man, to be a better man than the man that you would be working for, don't forget to be a better man. And what was my point? I don't know. All right, that is all the time I have for today. So thank you guys for sticking with me in this glorious video on the best video on YouTube on how to be the best seller on eBay. Thanks, everybody, and I will see you all yesterday.